Huzzah! What's going on, everyone? This is StormtheBard. We're doing our first 10 minutes of, and we're looking at the game called Fictorum, made by Scrapping Bottom Games. I got this game through Terminal.io. It is a company that basically gives us keys to check out things and do reviews and stuff like that. So, putting this part of my first 10 minutes. I haven't done the first 10 minutes in a while, so I figured this would be fun. This is a game. I've got a chance to sit around and play it for a while. It's pretty cool. It's basically you take on the... So you're a mage that your order's been destroyed and now you're being hunted. It's pretty cool because you've got role-playing elements where you can choose, yeah, I want to help these people, no, I don't want to help them, yes, I want revenge, no, I don't, etc., etc. You get different types of spells. The really cool thing about this, though, is the destruction. You can pretty much just annihilate entire towns and whatnot. We're going to get right into that. So we're going to go ahead and we'll make a new save slot. We'll go ahead and call it Storm. I'm going to put the difficulty on... I'm just going to put it on easy just for the fun of it, so you can just see what it's kind of like and everything like that. Well, actually, no, that's fine. We'll put it on medium so you can see the challenge. If there's... we're going to go with the... Well, it's Storm. I'm going to go with the Tempest. You have a choice between starting out with the Firebrand, the Frost, or the Tempest. There are other ones. There's Ice, there's Lightning, there's... looks like this... Yeah, it looks like you can get different things depending on like stuff you do in the game. You have an inventory section, so that's pretty cool. It's kind of got almost a little bit of a Diablo style. You can go ahead and enchant these, which is nice. We can do those later in the game, so you can get your stuff to be better and whatnot. You can find new items, new spells, and you can customize your character. We're going to leave it alone for right now the way it is, but you can do things from like the beard, to a goatee, to a mustache, to mutton chops. Look at them chops. Friendly chops. I guess that's what friendly chops are. We'll give him a beard for now. But that's fine. We'll leave it the way it is, and we're just going to jump right in. Now, this is a cool game. Like I said, it's got kind of a role-playing element and whatnot, because you got right off the bat the story of Storm the Tempest. I like that. It's got a good ring. Stretching the limits of his power, Storm, the last known Fictorum, survived his own execution. But his body was warped with corruption, his mind flickered with the horrors he saw above him. And within the depths of the miasma, the Inquisition must have detected the burst of magical energy he caused. It would not be long until its endless armies were upon him. The way to the Grand Inquisitor was marked by red X's on his map. He was responsible for what had happened to Storm and his order, and since he did not listen, he would burn for what he had done. So it's got that cool role-playing element. You get to read a little bit and stuff. Now you get to pick islands, and our ultimate goal is basically making it here to the red. We do have some shops along the way, some vendors. It's always the map I just did before this when I was trying to do a video, but I forgot I had it on mute the whole time. My bad. It's all generated and whatnot, so it's always going to be different, which is really cool. So we're going to start right off the bat. We're going to go up this little island right here. We'll see what this does. Dedal Pass. The mage that called herself Nightfire had set up camp in the frigid Dedal Pass. She had thought that practicing fire magic in such a cool environment would only further hone her skills. Unfortunately, the search for Storm had brought the Inquisition here. Fate would have it that day that Storm had arrived at Dedal Pass as well. She complained to Storm, "You have caused interruptions to my study, and now the Inquisition are here." Storm kindly replied, "Good. It's been too long since I've extracted some revenge anyway." And then we're going to get right into it. So, it's a cool situation. They give you different types of maps and stuff. You have a lot of villages. There's a lot of destruction, too, which is great. If you hold down the Alt key, you can pretty much see your enemies and see your objectives. So that pink, that like glowing pink out there, that's kind of how we're going to leave the map. And all the reds are our enemies. So right out the bat, we have people coming at us. So we're gonna go Emperor style here and just start like slamming people with lightning bolts.
I don't have enough mana.
I am the god of thunder.
I need mana.
I am the god of lightning. Now you also have the blink ability, so you can get around quicker, and if you're getting attacked, it's good for getting out of the way. As you can see, the physics are pretty cool. They like fire people all around the place and stuff. Whoa, hello. I was gonna say, yeah, there's a first person, there's a third person in this. When you go in houses, they always turn it around to first person, which is cool. Uh-oh, I can't get out of first person now. What have I done? I'll have to look at the controls. I think there's a way to get out of that. Now, there's another feature in here, too. Ooh. Where if you hold the right click down, once you have the mana. Oh, we have sort of a shield now, too. Nice. Okay, I want to see if there's a way to get out of this first-person style look here, because I don't know what's going on. Well, I think we want to stay with that, but that might be a bug or something. We'll have to look into that. But either way, you can do first-person, third-person, which is cool. So I kind of like first-person. Kind of gives me a little bit of a Skyrim feel now. So it is very cool in terms, like I said, the destruction is very nice. And I do like that we have the different things that we can do. The different spells are awesome too. There's some pretty cool, there's some radical spells coming later on. The way the developers looked at this game, and if you look at the trailer, what they did is they basically made it so instead of being like a low-level mage and working your way up to have like all kinds of powers and stuff, you already are powerful. You already have some, you know, some spells at hand that can do destruction, things like that. And they feel that you should already be powerful because you're, you know, you're a mage being hunted and everything like that. So we're done. We're gonna leave here, and we're gonna go on to the next part. Now we get some rewards. Like I said, we get some gear, which is awesome. We got some leather armor of the bear, which is pretty cool. And we found a couple scrolls, which is awesome. So we're going to continue the story. Nightfire was glad to have the Inquisition removed from the past. She gave the Tempest some essence and an item from her pack as thanks. And now we're going to choose a new place to go. I think we're going to go straight down this way. Pageneum. Storm traversed an overgrown, snow-covered covert route through Pageneum. The town worshipped the Inquisition, idolizing guards and representatives dispatched. They went so far as to ask the Inquisition to set up their government after the Cataclysm. Even though no native Pagenii, I think that's how you say it, Pagenii, had ever been invited to hold a seat in the High Court, they even asked for help in training men and women interested in acting as local protectors and watchdogs. Though no such support was ever received, the wizard heard a scuffle in the clearing and crept close to the forest edge, not wanting a surprise attack. It became clear that the local was in some trouble. The Fictorum decided to keep listening. He had been climbing through briars and tripping over roots all day. The warriors, and while risky, was far more interesting. Having ensured his safety, the wizard sank back and the woods continued his journey. So we could basically just kind of walk away from that, or we can go into it. In this case, we're going to go into it. Storm heard a man gasp, "Please! There's only a small parcel of salted meat. My wife is ill and heavy with our first child. I lost my shop weeks ago. I can't find steady work. Please!" One guard interrupted him by pulling out his sword, smirking. "Can't find anyone stupid enough to hire you, eh? No matter, you can pay with your hands instead." Storm rubbed his temples. He did not care to be anyone's hero that day, but was also sick of climbing through the bush to avoid confrontation. We can talk his way out of this, or we can just go and sink back into the Green Worlds and forget these guys. Let's just go through and destroy them. The guards left their prey, immediately recognizing the ancient enemy of the Inquisition. "Heretic, kill him!" The Tempest stood his ground as the guards advanced, easily overpowering the more aggressive of the two. Panicked by the swift, unceremonious slaughter of his colleague, the second pulled a horn from his belt, sounding it to help from Pageneum's militia. Before he too met his end, Storm remained steady. He closed his eyes and concentrated on the approaching sound of boots frankly pounding on the ground. And now we get into a battle. So it's really cool that you have those abilities. Like, you can basically be a wizard that's going to destroy everybody, or you can be a wizard that is going to help people and whatnot. There we go. Now we're back in the third person. So let's see, we had to go through the level. It looks like I can pretty much destroy this bridge coming up ahead, too. So there's our enemies. There's everything going on. Yeah, we could destroy the bridge, which might have been a bad idea because I might have just killed my way over there. Whoops. I think we're okay, though. Oh, they're falling off! They're not bright, are they? That's alright, we'll destroy the bridge from right from out of them. Oh, there they go! Haha, see ya! And that's the cool thing, like I was saying with this game, is that, you know, this kind of stuff... Oh, they still live. See, maybe if I drop this on him.
Not enough mana.
We'll get this guy down here. There we go. He's done. He might have thought he lived. Alright, so we pretty much just destroyed that area. So now, because these people like idolize and everything like that, I feel like we're going to be evil about this, and we're going to we're just going to destroy everything. So let's destroy their house. There we go. We'll cut some holes into the walls. Excellent, there we go. Boom! Oh, yep, sorry, sweetie. You picked the wrong people to idolize. Now, you can actually go into these places, too, and sometimes find treasure. In this case, we might not want to... Well, yeah, that's the other problem, though, too. You usually don't want to go into crumbling buildings because, yeah, they can hurt you. There we go. But I will show you in a second how we can actually go into one of the buildings. We're going to move up ahead here. Like this house, for instance, right here. And this is cool because we get kind of a force push ability, so we're going to go right up to the door. And be like, honey, I'm home! And you just kind of knock the doorway right out of your way. And then you go into first person when you do this. You can knock the door right in. Hopefully nobody was behind that door. And sometimes you can find yourself some loot. So it's got that loot-esque style to it too. And then when you're done, of course, you can just destroy the house. Break off break off the roofs, all that stuff. There we go. Nobody needed to live there anyway. So yeah, so this is Fictorum. This has been our first 10 minutes. It's been a very cool game. I highly advise playing it, checking it out, and having some fun with it. Like I said, it's great. You can be basically an evil wizard and just do all kinds of destruction. You could be a good wizard and save people, etc. There's some great role-playing effects to it. You do have your abilities, you have your items. Like we haven't even put our new stuff on. Change our gear. And we can go ahead and we can enchant. So now we're making it even better. Look at this guy. Whoa, that one bounced back. So the lightning has a bounce back ability, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm going to leave that there with the destruction element, and this is Fictorum. If you get a chance, check it out. It's on Steam. I believe it's coming to Xbox, and I think PS4 down the line later on. Like I said, it's a fun little game if you just want to do just some destruction and things like that. It's definitely not, you know, your AAA style game or anything like that, but it's honestly, it's pretty good for what it is. A lot of random elements, a lot of RPG, and quite a lot of destruction. Alright guys, my name is StormtheBard. This has been First 10 Minutes of, and this has been Fictorum. I will talk to you guys later. You have a great one, and as always, huzzah!